Chelsea Football Club are currently in third place, and inevitably there are some winners and there are some losers. And lucky for you, I've got the list here. 6 winners, 6 losers for the season so far. Let's get into it because there's a lot to discuss. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button. 1,000 likes goes a massive way, supports the channel. Secondly, subscribe if you're new. I give you regular content on a regular basis to a high standard. And thirdly, in the comments below, give me yours. Who are your 6 winners and 6 losers for the season so far? Let's get started. Without further ado, I'm going to start with the losers. The first one is Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez has been exposed, according to some people. For me, he has been exposed for his lack of physicality. Enzo Fernandez is now no longer the main starting point. Even as vice captain of the team, he does not have a guaranteed starting spot. What Enzo has, in my opinion, is till the summer, until he gets fed up and not Chelsea trying to get him out. Because he will want to play on a regular basis, but it is evidence with Maresca's comments that this gentleman expects physicality in his midfield, mobility, and yes, Enzo is going to have minutes and opportunities to get back into the team. But if you told Enzo Fernandez at the start of the season, big man, you're going to be playing against Trevor Noah and you're going to be playing against Shamrock Rovers in the Conference League, he would have asked you, what? I'm £100 million man. So the fact that this man has been dropped, for me, he's a loser this season. The second loser so far, Malo Gusto. This one will not be popular, but it's the truth. Look at it with no emotions. Do not think about who the player is. Malo Gusto was one of the most exciting right backs in the league. I was making a case that when Reece James is injured, he's arguably top 5 right backs in the league without a doubt. I like anybody that you talk to and say, Malo Gusto, would you have him in your team? Most people would say yes, outside of Liverpool fans. That's how the reality of it. However, this season now, Malo Gusto has been set up to fail. Malo Gusto is no longer a right back. He's a right back that has to invert, a right back that plays in the 6, in the 10, and picks up the half spaces everywhere and anywhere. Check your pocket, you might have a half space there. The reality is Malo Gusto is being expected to do a role that comes not naturally to him, and the problem here is people are holding him to account like he's Cancelo. People have forgotten that it's only been 11 games, and more importantly, Malo Gusto has never done this before. So he is going to need an adaptation period, and more importantly, this guy is going to most probably never be good to the standard that everyone wants in this position. So for me, that makes him a loser this season so far. The next losers, I'm going to call them losers in a combined basis. Players like Joao Felix and Christopher Nkunku. Joao Felix, when he joined Chelsea, he did not think he was going to go from a situation where he was hardly playing at Atletico Madrid to not being able to financially make his move to Barcelona to come to Chelsea and be 6th choice attacker, because that's what he is. And Christopher Nkunku did not think, after being labelled as the saviour, that he's not going to get regular minutes in the Premier League. Both players are basically Conference League players at this moment in time, hardly getting any opportunities to come off the bench and make an impact. At least Mikhailo Mudryk is coming on. These guys are getting 7 minutes and 0 minutes in the case of Joao. Both, after 11 game weeks and Chelsea sitting third, are coming across as 2 massive losers. Another person that is going to be a loser under this list, Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke started the season on fire. Chelsea wanted to sell him. He said, not on this ground. He called Wolverhampton a shithole. His words, not mine. And then he decided to drop 3 goals on their head tops. After that, Noni Madueke has had 1 goal, if I'm not mistaken, in the league. And since then, he's done nothing else. His performances have really deteriorated. I don't know whether it's Enzo Maresca taking a shot at him when he said a comment such as, some people score a few goals and then the ego gets a little bit bigger. We don't know whether that's about him or not, but Enzo Maresca did say it. And now, what I've noticed is there's a referendum on Noni Madueke's head every single 4 weeks. He scores a goal, then everyone goes quiet for 4 weeks. 4 weeks later, everyone starts saying he needs to be dropped, he's not good enough. He scores a goal, 4 weeks of silence, scores a goal, 4 weeks of rage, 4 weeks of rage, 4 weeks of rage. It's just an ongoing referendum. And the reality is, at this moment in time, he's a loser. He needs to sort it out. The next batch of losers are our goalkeepers. Jurgensen made the move to Chelsea for 23 million. The man's only been playing Conference League. The one time he came up against good opposition in Newcastle, in my opinion, it was his worst game so far. The opportunity that he had to mark his territory, to dictate to Enzo Maresca, listen, Robert's making mistakes, give me a chance, gaffer. Give me a chance. Didn't work out. Robert Sanchez, on the other hand, sometimes I call him a hologram in goal, because he showed with Gabriel Gabriel Martinelli that you can score over here, shoot straight at me, it'll go through me. Or he showed with Brighton, I'll come and try punch the ball when it's not in my right, or even I'm going to try play out the back when it's not on. Robert Sanchez is a loser, because no matter how much Robert Sanchez is getting public support, Chelsea are not stupid, and they're realizing how many mistakes are leading to goals because of him. They are looking for a new goalkeeper, and Jurgensen has till the summer, at this moment in time, to get out of this loser spot and make that spot his own. And the final two losers, in my opinion, are Disasi and Badiashile. And I'll explain this. Axel Disasi was a prominent starter within the team last year. A lot of you told me he was good. I told you he only played out of circumstance. Badiashile, on the other hand, I've consistently said 6 months great since he joined, then he had 18 months of bad form. You are what you show me. 6 months of great, 8 months of horrible. You're not a good player, mate. Then you gave me 2 games where I said, you know what, maybe I was wrong. And then straight away you backed it up with the Newcastle performance where you're bad. I'm sorry, both players have not done enough and now have dropped into 4th and 5th choice centre-halves. Because Tosin Adebayo has come in, taking that spot off him, and I actually think in some cases Viega is in front of them as well. But they are in the loser section. Now that was way too much negativity for this video. Let's get into the positives. The positive, medical team. The medical team is the positive in this situation. After 11 game weeks, they have got Reece James fit, where he's played 4 games in a row. Hallelujah. Romeo Lavia has played, I think, 6 games. He actually plays for Chelsea. And Wesley Fofana has been tremendous. Genuinely, from availability and a fitness standpoint, they've got them all on 1 game regiments. They've got a good load management thing. The players are playing out of their skin. They are phenomenal. Genuinely, all of them are performing to a good standard, physically active, and they're managing them. Enzo Maresca's taking them on board. Phenomenal winners. The winner of the season, in my opinion, so far is Moises Caicedo. I think nobody has mentioned the fact that he cost £100 million. Nobody is using it to beat him. Nobody is having a go at him. Nobody's even calling it out. It's just become a fact. Yeah, he's cost £100 million. But guess what? He's amazing. Moises Caicedo has arguably been the best midfielder in the league this year. Genuinely, on the ball, off the ball, physically imposing, tactically fluid. He has been absolutely phenomenal. And now he's getting plaudits from mainstream media. And you know what it's like, right? If you get plaudits from mainstream media, if people hear it long enough, it's going to become a sample of regular feedback. Meaning, even if you're bad, they're going to rate you. Because once they hear it enough, then they just absorb it as taken. It's the Declan Rice effect. Rice has been rubbish all year. However, now Arsenal are losing, and all of a sudden people are opening their eyes. Oh my God, it's been a year. But they told us he was amazing for the last 3 years and tried to ignore everything and gaslight us. Whereas with Caicedo now, I've been telling you lot, he is amazing. Give him time. He will show you. And guess what? He is showing you. In my opinion, he's our player of the year so far. The next winners, Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson. The both of them are putting up numbers that are to die for. Look, the reality is Cole Palmer put up stupid numbers that were going to be unmatchable next year. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. We arguably wasted his greatest season because the numbers were tremendous. He was on par to be putting up Messi and Ronaldo numbers. And then we finished 6th. This year, Jackson and him have taken a turn. You know what? Jackson said, I got 6 goals in 11. Cole Palmer's got 7 goals, I think, in the league, if I'm not mistaken, 5 assists. Both players are moving at a very good, efficient rate. Jackson's finishing improved. Both of them have taken the next step up. They went from great young players to very great players in all around. Nicholas Jackson's link-up has been phenomenal. His finishing has improved massively. And now he just needs to work on his headers. Once he sorts that headers out, we have got ourselves a tremendous number 9. Cole Palmer, on the other hand, he's getting judged on the Messi scale now. If he has one bad game, oh my God, everybody's calling him out. And that's the sign that you're a phenomenal player when the standards are up here. 2 additional winners are Levi Colwill and Marco Correa. Both players that were getting a lot of stick last year. Both players that ended the season in decent form. However, it's translated into this season where Marco Correa now is viewed as a leader in the team and Levi Colwill is viewed as a future captain of the team. Levi Colwill's performances have been very good to good. Marco Correa has had an amazing summer, winning the Euros, comes back in, and it looks like he's never skipped a beat. Nobody's mentioning his fee. Nobody's talking about Levi wanting to leave. And all of a sudden, the team is just being built around them. Levi's passing enables us to build from the back quicker. Or Marco Correa's versatility enables him to go into centre half, into midfield. And this has been used in a great multifaceted way. We've been able to express ourselves and intelligently utilize their strengths. Both players have come leaps and bounds, and I'm very excited to see what ends up happening with the remainder of the season, because I think if we achieve anything this year, they're going to be pivotal. The next winner is Pedro Neto. Look, when we signed Pedro Neto, a lot of you blew up my phone. A lot of you were messaging me on Twitter, oh my God, your boy got signed. Oh my God, you must be over the moon. And I said one thing, love Pedro Neto, but brother, please stay fit. Well, it's game week 11, and we haven't even had a little injury scare. He has been very good. He has been very responsible, and Chelsea have eased him in. And now it's getting to the point where he's slowly starting to make that position his own. He started on the left wing, got a very good assist against Brighton. He started integrating himself in the team, and now what I've noticed is he ain't the first one coming off. Madueke is. He's moving across to that right hand side and expressing himself, and after that goal against Arsenal, you know what's going to happen. He's going to start making that position his own, and as of this moment, in my opinion, it's been money decently spent, because it can't be well spent. You have to win trophy for money to be well spent. And more importantly, he is starting to be a winner at this moment in this time. And the final winner in my eyes is Enzo Maresca. Whilst we're out the cup, I think Enzo Maresca is very happy to be third in the league. He's on par with Arsenal. If anyone offered that at the start of the year, because Arsenal were title contenders, they were actually favourites to win in some people's eyes. We are absolutely smashing the Conference League. We're managing our players well. He has been accepted by the media. He's getting praised by the media, and nobody's talking about the money we've spent. So that, all in all, when you actually add it together, makes him a winner. He has been really integrated well with the emotion of the fans. Personally, and this is my opinion, we made the correct appointment. I always wanted Ruben Amorim. I really hate the fact that Manchester United have him. However, with the squad that we have, it suits him. I can't even lie. I would be lying if I said I wouldn't swap him for Ruben Amorim, because that's my favourite manager. That's my guy. I always back him. I would want him at Chelsea one day. However, for now, we got Enzo Maresca, and you know what? He's a winner. Thank you for what you've done. We're no longer the banter club that we were under Graham Potter and Maurizio Pochettino. We're actually in a respectable position. But these are my opinions, and this is a community that I love, and a community that, if anything, we're very volatile in our opinions, and we're very opinionated, right? Everyone's got their own. A lot of you in the comments are going to say I'm a clown. A lot of you are going to call me donkey of the day. A lot of you are going to say, you know what, you're cooking, Alex, like James Harden used to when he used to drop the 3-pointers. But if you enjoyed this, I've got other videos for you. Over here, we got Joao Felix apparently being frustrated. Well, I've got proof that he isn't, and he's very happy at the end of the game. Go check it out. I'll show you. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.